What happens if a black hole spawns in our solar system? Our solar system consists of 8 planets, hundreds of moons, thousands of asteroids, and billions of comets orbiting the Sun. Black holes have never disrupted our planet's routine in any way. But what if it did? Would the solar system be swallowed up by this unwelcome visitor as it traveled through? Or would it merely cause a minor disruption? The possibility of a black hole entering the solar system is how likely? You would have to define likely first, although it's more likely for the Earth to be sucked up by a black hole than, for example, winning the lottery 10 times straight, while not as likely as getting struck by lightning. In reality, the likelihood of a black hole engulfing our planet is thought to be 1 in a trillion. However, it is still a possibility. A black hole is a very dense object in space from which light cannot escape. While black holes seem enigmatic and exotic, they are also an important effect of how gravity functions. When enough mass is compressed into a tiny enough area, the resulting object rips the very fabric of space and time, forming what is known as a singularity. Because of how strong its gravity is, a black hole will be able to draw its neighboring material and devour it. The idea that black holes suck stuff towards them like extremely potent vacuum cleaners may be the most pervasive myth about them. Not to worry, you don't need to be terrified of them, unless you want to travel very close by, because they won't finally eat everything in the cosmos. Why? Black holes are extreme in many respects, but they do not have infinite mass, and mass is what controls the strength of gravitational field. Some black holes, referred to as stellar black holes, are about as large as extremely enormous stars. Therefore, black holes behave similarly to large stars in that objects can orbit them without falling into them. A black hole could be your happy place for all time. Gravity will lead you in once you are close enough, and that will be a different story. However, that is similar to any large object, such as a planet or star. Do you have any idea how long it takes for a black hole to form? After the implosion of a huge star, a stellar mass black hole, with a mass of 10 times that of the Sun, can probably arise in a matter of seconds. Additionally, 2 massive stellar remnants known as neutron stars can emerge to form these comparatively compact black holes. A black hole and a neutron star can potentially combine to form a larger black hole, or 2 black holes can collide. Similar mergers soon create black holes and gravitational waves, which are disturbances in space-time. These supermassive black holes, which can weigh millions or billions of times as much as the Sun, are the enormous black holes discovered at the centers of galaxies, and they are even more enigmatic. It can take one less than 1 billion years to grow to a very enormous size, although it is unknown how long it takes for them to form initially. It would be bad news if a black hole entered our solar system, but how horrible would that actually be? The degree of the damage that a single black hole would cause to the solar system would depend on how huge that black hole was, and how deep it penetrated the solar system. Our odds of surviving if we're talking about a supermassive black hole, like the one found at the center of our Milky Way galaxy, are very tiny. Even at a distance of a few light years, a monster that big would be dangerous to humans. Stars, planets, asteroids, and comets must be in orbit around supermassive black holes. A supermassive black hole would attack our solar system with all the debris it collected while traveling through space. Then, everything that was left would be pulled into an orbit around that enormous black hole. By then, we would already be extinct after being destroyed by a planet that slammed into Earth. Let's give a stellar black hole a go to see how we do. Black holes can be up to 20 times as large as the Sun. This type of black hole, which is located in the region of ice, comet-like particles known as the Oort cloud, would create a gravitational jumble if it reached the solar system's furthest regions. More comets and asteroids would be thrown into the inner solar system, where they could collide with the planets by a stellar black hole. Earth might also sustain some damage, but that would only be a prelude. All of the planet's orbits would be disturbed when the black hole moved through the solar system. Our space invader would probably entangle Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system. The enormous planet would become a whirling, heated disk as a result of the black hole absorbing all of its gas. It would continue to draw until Jupiter has been completely absorbed. How would our world fare in this gravitational chaos? It wouldn't be beneficial for Earth. Even from the distance of Pluto's orbit, the black hole would begin to have an impact on us. First of all, it would force us outside the zone that is suitable for human habitation, and we might not be able to adapt in time. there would be worse things to come, so we wouldn't have much time to whine. The planet's crust would split as the black hole got closer to Earth. Extreme earthquakes and volcanic eruptions would occur. Additionally, disasters would be the ocean tides. There would be nothing left of Earth by the time the black hole passed Earth's orbit other than a barren landscape covered in molten. Earth might even be completely expelled from the solar system. That would probably be for the best, as the black hole would begin consuming the sun's blazing gas and dragging our center of gravity into its ravenous stomach once it is sufficiently close to it. The black hole would rip Earth to pieces and swallow it if it managed to stay for the after party. There is yet one more way for Earth to perish. Fortunately, black holes don't appear to be widespread in the universe. But won't the entire universe eventually be sucked into a black hole if there is no way to escape from one? The cosmos is a vast area, particularly in comparison to the size of a galaxy. The area where a specific black hole has a major gravitational pull is quite small. Even supermassive black holes, such as the one found in the center of the Milky Way, fall under this category. The majority or all of the stars that originated nearby have likely already been eaten by this black hole, whereas stars further away are largely secure from being drawn in. If it ingests a few more sun-like stars, the mass of this black hole, which is currently several million times that of the Sun, will just slightly rise. The Earth is not in danger of being pushed towards the Milky Way's black hole. Further galaxies colliding will enlarge black holes, for instance by merging two black holes. The universe is large and is expanding, thus collisions won't continue endlessly. As a result, it is highly unlikely that any kind of black hole one-way effect would emerge. But this is not the end of the story. Astronomers have sensationally warned that a supermassive black hole is on its way to Earth and may one day obliterate the world. Life as we know it will eventually be wiped out by a black hole that has millions of times more mass than the Sun and is rushing towards the Earth. The black hole is traveling at 110 kilometers per second towards us and is located in the center of the Andromeda Galaxy, the Milky Way's nearest and much larger neighbor. A supermassive black hole at the center of most galaxies is surrounded by stars and helps keep everything in place. However, due to the enormous gravitational pull of the Milky Way and the Andromeda, they are being dragged towards each other and will collide one day. It is only 26,000 light-years distant, and is currently eating apart entire stars and stellar systems, occasionally devouring them and adding it to its bulk like a greedy shark. Mr. Fraser Cain said, "Panic will happen when the Milky Way collides with Andromeda in about 4 billion years. Suddenly, you'll have two whole clouds of stars interacting in all kinds of ways, like an unstable blended family. Safe stars will whiz past other stars and be redirected down into the mouth of one of the two available supermassive black holes. The black hole in Andromeda may have a mass of 100 million times greater than that of the Sun, making it a more attractive target for dying stars. It's fortunate that there is a very slim chance that this entire scenario will actually unfold. However, if you do manage to win the lottery 10 times in a row, kindly inform us so that we can appropriately start to freak out." So, what the future holds for our small green planet is actually very uncertain. Whether we will be consumed by a supermassive black hole or our sun turning into a black hole itself are not going to happen anywhere in the near future. And there is always a probability of something new happening that might even be worse or maybe good. So for now, let's just sit tight and hope for the best. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon because we keep you updated with what's happening inside and outside our planet.